Hi, I'm Christy from Homeschooling in Progress, where I help homeschool moms teach multiple ages with peace, connection, and real-life learning. If you're feeling the pressure to start planning your homeschool year, but also feeling a little tired already, you're not alone. You want to feel prepared and confident, but you don't want to start the year already burned out. Today, I'm going to share how you can plan your homeschool year gently and intentionally without falling into the trap of overscheduling or trying to do it all in July. These are the same steps I use in my own homeschool, and they've made a huge difference in how calm and connected our days feel now. Let's get started. Step 1 is to start with the big picture. Before you dive into lesson plans, calendars, or curriculum catalogs, take a step back. Ask yourself, what do I want our homeschool days to feel like? Do you want more peace in your mornings? More room for faith and family? Less rushing between lessons? This is where real planning begins. When you know what kind of atmosphere you want to create, you can make choices that support that, rather than just filling out a schedule because you think you should. Step 2, reflect before you plan. This next step is a gentle one, reflection. Think back on last year. What worked really well? What didn't? What did your kids enjoy or resist? Were there any routines or subjects that brought peace or stress? You don't need a full analysis. Just take a few minutes to jot down a few honest notes. This will help you make better decisions as you move forward. And don't forget to ask your kids. Their answers can be surprisingly insightful. Step 3 is to choose a flexible framework. Now that you have a vision and a few takeaways from last year, think in terms of rhythms, not rigid schedules. For example, our days usually start with a type of morning time, maybe prayer or read aloud, maybe a little memory work. Then we flow into independent work with breaks that are built in naturally. And then later in the day, we might do something hands-on or go outside or maybe play a game together. This kind of rhythm works really well when you're teaching multiple ages because you can be as flexible as needed without feeling like the whole day is off if one thing changes. Moving on to step 4, don't plan everything at once. Here's a tip I wish I had learned a little earlier. You do not need to plan the entire year in July. In fact, I don't recommend it. Instead, plan just the first month or the first quarter. See how it goes, and then adjust if you need to. This gives you the freedom to adapt without feeling like you're constantly failing at your own plan. And finally, step 5, leave room for real life. Homeschooling isn't about recreating school at home. It's about living and learning together as a family. So make sure your plan includes space for life to happen. Leave room for rest days, feast days, nature walks, or simply reading aloud longer because everyone was captivated. Some of our best homeschool moments have come on the days that didn't go according to plan. Let me give you a quick peek into how I planned our homeschool year recently. I have multiple kids at different ages, so I started with the shared subjects, things we could do together. Now, this used to be subjects like history and science, but now that I have 2 high schoolers and a 3rd grader, that doesn't work as well anymore. But the arts and prayer time, however, are both things that we can always share, no matter what the age is. So once I do that, then I made a short list of what each child needs individually. Math, reading or literature, anything that they're working on independently. From there, I mapped out just the first month. I wrote down a few goals, some books we want to read, and a general rhythm for our days. And I'll adjust as we go. I've learned the hard way that planning everything all at once often means throwing away half of it when life changes. And if I could leave you with one reminder, it's this. You don't need to earn your rest by over-planning. You don't have to keep up with someone else's color-coded planner. You're allowed to homeschool in a way that reflects your family, your values, and your pace. Start small. Start gently. That's more than enough. If you're wondering how to set up your homeschool space so it supports a peaceful, faith-filled rhythm, especially with multiple kids, I'll be sharing that in my next video. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks so much for being here. I hope this gave you the permission and peace you needed to plan in a way that truly works for your family. See you next time. Until then, happy homeschooling.